Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 30th, and today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, and Misty. On occasion, I show you guys some of the trades that I do myself during my options trading journey, so I'll do that real quick. TSLL, I got assigned over the weekend, I got assigned 100 shares on TSLL with an $11 cost basis, and then of course, Monday it jumped up, right? Skyrocketed. I wanted to own more shares, but unfortunately I only got the 100. But either way, obviously, the fact that TSLL jumped up way above not way above my cost basis, but it was around like 11 and change. I sold a $12 call that expires this Friday, and I got 55 cents per share for that, or $55. So I'll take it. And then TNA was down for the day. TNA is a triple leveraged fund of the small cap stocks. So think of the Russell 2000. I sold a put on them for a $42 strike price, and I got 82 cents per share, or $82. Expiration date August 9th. So for this one, I had to shell out $4,200. 42 times 100 shares is one contract. But that comes from margin. So my margin is just placed on hold. I don't have to pay interest on it unless I get assigned. So it works for me. All right, let's get to the trades from yesterday. So oddly enough, there was not much activity overall, but of course, 3 of the 4 funds that I, cover had trades. So here they are, right in a row, one screen print. Of course, what do you see? You see 3, 3, 3. Buy call, sell put, sell call. Buy call, sell put, sell call. Buy call, sell put, sell call. So what are they doing? Obviously, most of you know, if you're new to my channel, I apologize, but I don't want to rush things, But when you see something like this, they're adding to the synthetic and they're selling a weekly call. So I'll just look at NVDY and then you'll get the gist from the others. But going from left to right, the date is the date of the transaction. 7/29 was yesterday. The fund, NVDY, obviously. And then ticker, NVDY trades NVIDIA. So, and then you got year, month, day. That's the expiration date of that's the synthetic, the call part of the synthetic, because C is for call. And then 127, that's a strike price. So they got a buy call on 127 strike. That's 1,150 contracts right after that, and then $1.17 execution price. And that's what they had to pay because they did a buy. Then the second line is the other part of the synthetic. This is called a sell put, same strike price, same expiration, same amount of contracts, except they got a credit of 1431. And then last but not least, they used this synthetic position to sell a call that expires this Friday on August 2nd, and they chose a strike price of 118, all right? And they got $1.19 credit. Because again, when they sell something, they're getting credit. When they buy something, they're paying. So that's the same gist for all of them. But first, let's go to the NVIDY spreadsheet. Okay, so I covered the Defiance Declaration. I'll pin that video on, the top comments. So you'll see that if you want. All right, so the thing is unusual here for me. NVIDIA price is 111. They have 2 synthetics, okay? They have a 127 and a 115, right? I'll say equal, right? 42,000, 40,000, whatever. So they chose, instead of adding it to the closer strike price of 115, they chose to add it to the 127, right? This is the 1,150 contracts we spoke of. So in my opinion, that's an unusual move. But in doing so, because that's not in a favorable position, they'll get paid. And they did get paid. They got paid what? Like almost what? They get paid 1.5 million, right? Because the put, they're willing to sell a put at the higher strike price. And that's, very, they're going to get a handsome credit for that because the odds of hitting that price, the 127 strike by 816, are unlikely because it's 12% away. So again, it's weird that they added it to the higher synthetic, but they did. So regardless, This synthetic, again, 18 days away, 12% away. We'll see how it plays out. The 115, no additions, but that has a further expiration, 9/20, 53 days away. We'll see how that goes. Now, let's take a look at the July tab. So yesterday, how did NVDY do? NVDY went down 1.3%. NVDY went down 0.78%. Okay, so nice calm day. So let's take a look at what they added on the very bottom. They added 1150 contracts, 118 strike, which is 5.74% out of the money. All right, and that's for 4 trading days. Okay, that's a little kind of tight. What did they yield on that? They yielded 97%. They yielded 97%. What is their IV? 63%. So kind of aggressive, okay. But what's what are the others doing? Well, they got a whole bunch of other strikes. They got a 120, they got a 122, and a 123. If we just look at the biggest position, which is what we should be concerned about, we got 79,190 contracts. That has a 122 strike. That's 9.33% out of the money. Pretty good spot to be in with 4 trading days. So honestly, so far so good. So let's look at the outstanding shares. We have an increase of 350,000. Not bad. And let's go to the recap. 30-day IV for NVDY, 63%. Outstanding shares, 36.5 mil. Total net income, 39.6 mil. Total distribution, we got $1.09 per share. Daily income, 4 cents a day. Daily yield, 0.16%. And if you annualize that, it's about 57%. So, again, not bad. Decent numbers. Reaction. Kind of happy. 7 days from declaration date. Again, that's like a holiday around here. But we'll see how it plays out. If we go to the recap, though, they have a synthetic loss for the month. Most of you maybe have forgotten that because we always talk good about NVDY, but they did lose 41 mil on the synthetic side. However, it is known that they will not, if they have lost money on the synthetic, they will use the short call income to calculate what they're going to pay. So they did make $39.6 million on that income, which comes to about $1.09 per share. So if I take the $1.09 and I add in whatever amount of days are left times the average daily income, we come to about $1.37, which is a 64% yield. Not bad. I'll take it. It's not quite $2, but we'll take it. All right, so if we look at the holdings, how are we looking? Again, we got 2 synthetics, the puts in pink, and then the orange calls, but the 816, obviously, which is the 127 synthetic, a little concerning at the moment. We'll see how it goes. And then in blue, we have all these other calls that expire Friday, but we'll see how it plays out. Net asset value of NVDY, though, is $928 million. The NAV is $25.43, and the trade price is $25.47. So, all right, not bad, nothing crazy. We like that. We don't want to see anything unusual. All right, now, CONY, again, same thing. Buy call, sell put, sell call. So it looks like, okay, 250 is their synthetic, and then 260 on the call. Easy enough, but let's see how it plays out in the sheet. Birds are out, birds are ready. So they have a 250 synthetic. So they added, where is it? There it is. 1,000. This is the first time they're adding to the synthetic, by the way, since July 17th. Crazy. So they're adding 1,350 contracts. They paid 13 cents per share on the call, and they got a 22.15 credit on the put. This means they are priced below the strike of the synthetic if they're going to get paid a higher credit, okay? So they got about, 1.2 mil when all said and done, which got added to the July income of this synthetic. But we hope to recover by the expiration date of 8/16, which is 18 days away, to the 250 strike. But we shall see. Earnings are Thursday on 8/1. So obviously that's going to play a big part into what happens here, along with what happens to the weeklies. But again, they're 6.32% away from hitting the strike price of their synthetic. All right, let's go to the July tab and have a party. What do we got? All right. Coin, we got, a red day. They went down 3.59%. Oddly enough, early on when I checked, at least CONL, obviously that's the double leverage of coin, flying up. I think it was like 10% up. It was crazy. But look at this. It ends up in the red. Nuts. Crypto is nuts. So coin went down 3.59% when all said and done. CONY only went down 1.95%. So, okay, pretty red day. They added the 1350. So what does that look like? Let me zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Stupid phone. There we go. Okay, we're happy now. 1350, 260 strike, 11% out of the money. Expiration date this Friday. So, what do you think of that? That's pretty good. We got earnings on Thursday, so I like it. However, their annualized yield on that is 153%. Their 30-day IV is 76%. So they didn't have to. I mean, that is considered aggressive based on the situation, but so they didn't have to go that low. They could have went a little higher. However, if you look at the top two positions, they have a higher strike price at 270 and 272.50. Equally weighted, similar 15,000, 15,800, and they are 15 to 16% out of the money. However, so I believe the fund manager felt, okay, these are well positioned, for earnings heading into this week. So we can go a little more aggressive on the newer position and go at 11% out of the money. So is it a good move? Possibly. Time will tell. All right, so outstanding shares, holy crap, they got an increase of 1,225,000, 3.2% increase overall. That's a big jump. We just got a whale. A whale went into CONY. Who is it? Let me know in the comments. 30-day IV, 76%. Outstanding shares, 39.5 mil. Now, net income is a loss, though, all right? Because we know they're not doing well on the weeklies. They lost $32.6 million on the weeklies. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Reaction, they're kind of smirking because they feel like, okay, we're making good moves now. We're getting out of this debt hole. Now, they got synthetic income of 20.8 mil. And they got short call loss of 32 mil, we said, right? So that's a net loss for the month of 11.8 mil. So we still really, cannot provide you an estimate, which is unfortunate. However, again, what are they going to probably yield if they, when all said and done? Again, probably around the current IV, although the current IV is based around earnings. So, but they could still pay more. They could do whatever the hell they want, to be honest, right? Because they've had some really good months in the past, so they're going to do what they want to do. They'll probably pay over $1, right? They've never paid under $1, so at least from what I remember. So let's see. Outstanding holdings, fund is growing. All right, so they got the one synthetic, nice and easy to understand, right? And then they got the 3 calls. Okay, we'll see how this plays out. The net asset value is $754 million. The NAV is 1909. And the trade price is 1914. So again, they're still around that launch price, that $20 range, and they got room to grow. So if they do have good earnings, they could grow and be above 20, hopefully. So we'll see what happens. All right, so that was CONY, and guess what? Misty, everyone's favorite, also had a trade. 125 contracts though, not much. But so what do they got going on? They got 100, they got added to their synthetic 1,550, and then they add a weekly call 1,800. Okay, easy enough. Let's take a look at the spreadsheet. All right, where are we at? Misty, our best friend Misty. So they have a synthetic, we said, of 1,550. Got to take a sip of water. All right, water's gone. They added to that yesterday. Where the heck is it? There it is. 125 contracts. Look at how much they had to pay for the call. 205.41. They only got a credit of 60.61 for the put. So kind of the opposite of what we saw on the others. So what does this mean? Well, it means they're going to be priced above their strike of the synthetic already, right? And if you look down here, they are, right? MSTR is 1684, strike price of the synthetic 1550. 8.7% above, 18 days away. So when they decide to roll the synthetic, it looks like they could be in a profitable position. Now, this week on Thursday, 8/1, there's a 10-for-1 forward split. So for every one share you own, you will have 10 at a tenth of the price, okay? And then on 8/6, they got earnings. That's the following week, though. So a lot happen in the next 2 weeks for MSTR. All right, let's go to the July tab and see how things went. So, I mean, we ripped MSTY, a new you-know-what. But look at that, man. MSTY, MSTR, both of them, they were green as hell in the morning. And everyone was just jumping all over the Misty fund manager. Like I don't even want to say it, right? But here we are. MSTR closed 3.87% down. MSTY barely went down. It went down 0.82%. That's a good thing. Like when the strikes are like close or blown through, as the underlying goes down, the ETF barely moves. So again, look at that. A day like that, you're loving owning Misty. All right. So they added the 125 contracts, right? So what did they choose? They chose an 1800 strike price. That's 6.83% out of the money. And that's an annualized yield of 177%. So they're sticking with the theme of high ass yields. What is going on? What is going on? Again, it all depends on the timing, right? The timing of when they did the purchase. But still, either way. So let's look at the other one, though. This other one, we were destroying them on. Do you believe it? 2,535 contracts, 1775 strike. It's now 5.35% out of the money. What a change a day can make, right? Misty Fund Manager is like, he has a reaction for you, so get ready. Outstanding shares did go up by 300,000. So good day for Misty, man. Man, what a comeback. Don't call it a comeback, right? 30-day IV, 89%. Outstanding shares, 14.8 mil. Net income is not income. It's a loss. We know this. They lost 11 mil on the weekly calls, which is why we are destroying the Misty Fund Manager, right? Now, we gave the Misty Fund Manager the poop emoji over the weekend. We told them to wear the poop emoji hat to work. And you know what they have to say to us? That. After all that, they've had enough, and they said that, okay? Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what it means, but I was surprised they even had this emoji anymore. They got kind of weak. They got kind of soft on us, Apple, for a while. But yeah, Misty Fund Manager, yeah, go scratch, right? So deck date, 7 days away, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so here's the recap for July, though. Nothing really changed here. Synthetic income, 5.1 mil. Short call loss, 11 mil. So they lost about 5.8 mil so far. Again, not producing income. So I can't give you an estimate, but let's just say $1 to $2. Who the heck knows? It depends on their IV. Now, holdings on the top, the two in blue. They got calls, which, again, both expire August 2nd. One of them was in danger. Now they're both not really in danger, but we'll see how it goes. Still too close for comfort, but much better position than what we're in. And you look at the put and the call. The put is in pink. The call is in orange. So the orange is greater than the pink. So their synthetic is in a profitable position. So this is a great spot to be in when your synthetic is making money and your weekly calls are still out of the money. So perfect position to be in for MSTY at the moment. The only issue is it's only freaking Tuesday and the market hasn't been open yet. So you still have 4 trading days. You don't know what's going to happen. Can't get comfortable with that. Can't assume we're gonna do well, but we'll see. Net asset value of Misty is 448 million. NAV 30.15. Trade price 30.25. Dominant day for them. Good for them, man. They deserved it. I think I should wear the poop emoji hat, right? All right, here we go. Last but not least, TSLY, no trades. But simply put, they have two synthetics, a 260 and a 265. Both expire on 8/16, both underwater, but hopefully within 18 days they can catch up. Now, how did they do price-wise yesterday? Well, TSLA, Tesla, went up 5.6%. God damn. I mean, crazy. And then TSLY went up 4.17%. So look at that. Big jump. Big jump for one day. Now, let's see how the calls are doing, though. Yeah, it's great you go up, but slow down there, buddy. So we got some of their calls in the money, right? They got a 230 strike, they got a 235, and they got a 237, right? The largest position is 31,735 contracts. That sits at the 235. That's 1.25% out of the money. With 4 trading days, that is not comforting. And then they have the higher strike at 237.50. That's 2.33% out of the money. That's not comforting either, really. And then the other position of the 230, that's 0.9% in the money. So we are in danger zone with TSLY. So I think TSLY and Misty change places. Now, the interest, though, in TSLY fund is still growing, an increase of 200,000. So look at that. All right, let's recap this. 30-day IV, 49%. Outstanding shares, 50.2 mil. TSLY, weekly income, non-existent. They have a loss of 22 mil. Reaction is grinding their teeth. Like, what the hell just happened? Someone gave them an upgrade, I believe. I believe that's why, but I don't know. There's other things. So here's the recap payment-wise. Synthetic income, boom. That's going to save them. 125 mil. Short call loss, 22 mil. That's nothing, right? So let's look at the net income. That's 103 million. So if you take that, divide that by the outstanding shares, we got 205 per share. $2.05. Last month, they made 182. They paid $1. This month, they're making 205. So more than likely, they'll pay slightly over $1, right? $1.20, maybe. Who knows? $1.50. Yeah, right. But we'll see. They still have time to make more money. They also have time to lose more money. So again, you never know, man. You never know with these funds. It is crazy. Crazy. This is why I do freaking daily videos. So much going on every single day. All right, here are their outstanding shares. We got puts, we got calls, and we got more calls, all right? So the synthetic position is pink and orange. Both, we talked about expire 8/16. We're going to start being concerned about that, but let's focus on the weekly calls. Also kind of in danger, but again, we got 4 trading days. Anything can happen. Net asset value, though, of TSLY, 791 mil. NAV, 1575. Trade price, 1574. So, yeah, there we stand for TSLY. That's the summary of all 4 funds. So we can now go to the pre-market. All right, let's refresh pre-market. We got our watch list going. Oh my God, not surprising. Tesla is barely in the red. It's down 0.17%. TSLY is in the green, 0.89%. NVDY is in the red. It's down 0.86%. NVDY is in the red. It's down 0.39%. Coin, green. Okay, coin's green, 0.29%. CONY's green, 0.73%. MSTR is basically flat. It's up 0.01%. Again, this is as of 5:42 a.m. A lot's going to change when this video goes live. MSTY, flat. It's actually not updated, but TSLL, not updated. Well, last updated 5:44 a.m. It's weird. Maybe it's not moving. I don't know, man. TNA, okay, that's green. Again, I sold a put on TNA, 42 strike, I believe. So this being green, good for me. It can go down, just not too far down, right? But it's at 46.90. AMDY is flat as well. What the hell is going on? It's showing flat. AMZY is up 0.58%. Last but not least, Mr. Bitcoin himself is red. He's down 0.88%. So that's it. That's the update. Tired of talking, tired of yapping. Got a long ass day today. I have to drive 3 hours. Well, GPS says 3 hours, but during rush hour, it may take freaking 4 hours. So who the hell knows? But yeah, like I said, I'm traveling for work. So it's going to be a little hectic. We'll see what happens though. As far as the daily videos are concerned, I'll do my best to still get them out. It'll just be a little more challenging to, get them done timely. I got to make sure I get the trades because, again, the whole day and night are busy. So, and hopefully I can get to bed at a decent time. But either way, neither here nor there. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, I will try again tomorrow. Depending on how the day goes, I may do the video live, or I may not. It depends how I feel, what time, how much time I have, so on and so forth. Like I said, Defiance declared their distribution. If you want to check that out, I'll pin that video to the top of the comments. And if you enjoy this content, also, as always, please hit the like button, thumbs up button, punch it in the face, whatever you want to do. And if you have any questions down below, if you want to, apologize to the Misty fund manager, you can do that in the comments below. He may be watching. It may be Jay. You never know, right? We don't know. But yeah. So let me know if you have any questions, concerns, or comments. Leave them down below. And that's pretty much it. I guess I got to think of a keyword. Keyword. Well, since I guess we got to say something about Misty. Keyword for today is, I guess we'll say, sorry, Misty fund manager. We apologize, right? Let's get soft. And we'll say, we're sorry. All right, we gave you a hard time. Okay? Not saying you didn't deserve it. You certainly deserved it. But since you had a day yesterday that makes you look smarter than what maybe you are, we will apologize and be men, right? So today's keyword, if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, we're going to say, I'm sorry, Misty fund manager. Please forgive me. But we'll see how today goes, and our feelings may change on the following day. All right, I got to go, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Later.